week or a new week. We're still gonna do some entity framework this week. I think other links you had last week, you still have something to do about those also. We're gonna add some link tomorrow. And then we're gonna have this mini project number 2 this week also. So it's much about entity framework still. So you need to know that for continuing. So we're gonna start today with checking on this entity framework blog we had last week. You know, it had just read an update, and we wanted you to do with the full CRUD. So we're gonna have a check on that to see what's possible to do. So I will go to my Visual Studio. So I have already prepared it. This is the one that is unzipped just from so nothing is done inside this. So we're gonna run this so you could see how it's looking. This is the same example we had last week. So it has 2 menu options. Go to menu. This is actually the read section because it's presenting the list, and we have the update. So you want to add it with the create and delete also. So that was the exercise of last week. So I had a few questions about it, so we're gonna do it now so you could see how it's possible to solve it. So we're gonna go for the menu directly, and you remember it started with this program and it's running the app, and the app was inside here.
Sorry, we are not able to see your screen.
Oh, okay, Sayed. I thought you would imagine just what I'm speaking about. Do you have to see everything like this? And it's great to have someone telling what's done wrong here. Yeah, now we're going to try this again. This was the menu we had. So it has this go to menu, and this was the read section. And then we have the update here. So we're going to add some more features to it. So we're going to need to add this create and the delete to this menu. So we're going to go for the code, and I told you that all the parts are running in from inside this app.cs file. And you remember we had these functions that were clearing the database and adding some data to it. So this was something we were running last week already, so this should work. So what I want to do now is I want to go for this main menu. So you'll see we have these options for go to main menu and update. So we're going to extend this one so we have the other choices also. So I'm going to add some more of these. I got to make him in a better order, so I want to go for create first. And so we have this create, update, and delete. And I'm also going to add the text a little bit more so it's reflecting what's needed to be done. And you see that we have a console key. It's checking the key that is pressed, A, B, C, or D. And now we are taking care of A and B. So we need to add the other keys also. And number C was updated now, so this is the one that is correct. So now we added to check for A, B, C, and D. So depending on what key the user is pressing, we are running separate methods. So the B will be create a new post. So I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to say page create post. So this is a new method. This does not exist. So I will let Wish Studio do it for me. Potential fixes, generate method. And it stopped complaining about anything. So now I have an empty method here, just doing nothing. So what I want to do now is I want to do like the page update thing using the same approach that they have. So I'm going to start with a start with a header here, this line. And I'm gonna just do skapa for create. And then I want to have some data from the user. So we need to have the author and the title. So I could just do some copy from the other one. So we could be like and title. This is in Swedish, so sorry for that. So I just want to use it to add a title for the, and I need to take care of this title with the console read line. So getting a variable here, and this is equals to console read line. Like that. And I also need to take care of the author. So I do another of these combinations. And author. And I need variable here. So these two, this is taking the title from the user and this is taking the author. So we have the basic things needed here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create a new object out of the blog post. Blog post was the class for the content. I'm just going to name it blog post. And this is equals to new blog post. And we could add, we don't have any constructor inside it, so we could add it like that the blog post title is equals to the input title we have. We do the same with the author also. And equals to the input author. Like that. So now we created an object out of the blog post and we added the necessary values to the properties. So title and author now has the correct values. And adding this to the database with Entity Framework was like easy doing like this. And we had a blog post table, and we have add. We're just adding the new object here. Like that. And finally, we need to do some save changes. Store it to the database. So that is, we can add some more just to have it, some information telling that this is a command is right, so I'm using that the same method is inside the other one methods. I'm just going to tell that the blog post is created. Like that. We're going to have, see what they had in the other ones. Yeah, we could have the same things. This is just waiting for pressing a key when they're writing this line. So after that, we go to the main menu again. And the main menu was this one, so it will read all the data from the database and show us the menu options. So we could try so far to see if it's working. We haven't done anything with the D option yet. You see it's still having the page update, the same as C, so it doesn't matter so far. So just gonna run this again. Did I press the play or not? Yep, here it is. See, we have still the same data, but we have 2 other options in the menu now. So we're going to try with the B option to create title, coding, dot, and an author. So blog post is created, and we go back to the main menu and we read everything from the database. So you see I have this new post here. We're going to try to delete also. So we go back to our main menu, and this one I'm going to call page delete. And pressing Ctrl plus dot, letting me generate. It's just the first one is saying rename because I made a copy and it thinks I want to rename it, but I want to create a method, generate method. Like that. And this is actually pretty close to the update part because we are reading out an ID, so we could actually copy a lot of things from the update part. So we could have like this part could use. So we're gonna show the data and we're gonna ask for what blog post to delete, and then we're gonna take out the object out of that. So we could use much of this. So I'm gonna copy this section and go here. And this is delete. And we are going to ask which one. And we're taking out this object. So I'm going to make it easy to read, belonging together. So now we have the object that we want to delete. So this is pretty easy, just using the entity framework again with this database context. We're going to say the blog posts. We're going to say remove. What was the command to delete? And it requires an object. We're going to use the blog post here that we were reading from the database. So if you check this, it's asking for what blog post to remove. We are entering an ID that we see from the list. And with help of this ID, we are reading it from the database. So that's why we have this object. And now we're going to tell that we're going to remove this object. And doing its save changes again. This one removes and saves the database again. So we're going to add some information in the bottom also. Do a copy paste here, saving some time. And telling that is removed. And we go back to the main menu when we are done. So this is the CRUD section of this. So now we have all these CRUD methods. We could try that the delete is working also. So let's say I want to delete the number 3 here. So I go for D, which is, it's asking what blog post to remove. I say number 3. And it says it's taken away. And we are showing the list again. So this was actually the CRUD part, adding the CRUD, full CRUD. Do we have any questions on that?
Max?
Yes.
If I delete the ID 1,
Yeah.
the next number, it should get automatically updated by 1, 2, or it will be the same 2 and 3, the number will be?
Yes, it will be the same numbers. So it's, if you delete one, it will never come back. So the ID has been used. So as soon as we can delete, for example, we could take away the number 1. I go for D, take away number 1. And it says it's taken away. And you see we only have the number 2 left. So the ID will always be the same as it was for creating. So if I create a new one by B here, test, I just make some. It's created, and you see it's having ID number 4 now. So ID is used and deleted will not, the ID will not come back. Because the database is counting it up, increasing it all the time for a new ID.
But
yeah,
I'm getting this crazy behavior when I'm adding. That it jumped from, I think it went up to 4, and then 1,000 something, and started going up from that point.
Yes, it has to do something with Entity Framework. So I've seen it also before. I can't remember what the reason was, but it's something with Entity Framework. It's doing this. It could be something with some version update or something like that if you have it. So it's nothing wrong. It's still working. So, but I've seen that happen for me also.
Okay, so it wasn't a mistake from my side.
No, it was no mistake. So Entity Framework will keep track of your IDs, so you will never get the same ID. Do we have any more questions? So we're going to check the schedule again here. We are at week 47. We say just Entity Framework, continue with it. And I think Steve will have a lot of links to do from last week. Is that correct? Or did you run every plural site and so on?
No, we have to.
So normally you have a lot of links there because we added so many for the first week. Otherwise, if you are already done with everything, have a look on what's coming up. We're going to have some link tomorrow also, and we had link before a little bit, but we are adding a little bit more link. So link and entity framework is really useful together. This afternoon, we're going to try to add some more tables to the database. So we have many tables and we have a relation to them. So we're going to see how entity framework handles it for us. So we're going to have a few tables that are connected to each other. So this is also what entity framework is good in, having this connection and keeping everything together. But we will do an example of the lunch on that. So please continue with the links. So have a look on the things you had from last week and not finished, or have a look on what's coming up tomorrow with link. So we will do this like this week. So we will start already Wednesday with a mini project also, and it will contain entity framework and link. So I think you could guess that already. Do you have any more questions?
Right, no.
Perfect. We'll see you at 1 o'clock again.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.